The United States military is flexing its muscles in the Mediterranean to deter anti-Israel forces from joining the war in Gaza and in the Southeast Pacific, where it hopes to halt any more high seas bad behavior against its oldest ally in Asia. And as our Bea Bernardo reports, U.S. presence and participation in joint patrols in the West Philippine Sea will keep China from its rough housing and illegal movements in the country's exclusive economic zone. More details from our Bea Bernardo.
The United States' only forward-deployed aircraft carrier, the USS Ronald Reagan, is now conducting flight operations in the eastern part of the Luzon Strait. Aboard this over 1,000-feet-long warship are some high-tech aircraft such as FA-18 fighter jets, C-2 Greyhound, and helicopters.
Nag-ooperate ang USS Ronald Reagan sa Indo-Pacific region at meron nitong mahigit 5,000 sailors at 150 dito ay mga Pilipino.
One of them is Marcos Castañeda, who have served in the U.S. Navy for the last 12 years. He grew up in Pasig City and migrated to the United States when he was 12 years old.
We want to represent our culture. Gusto nating ipakita, di ba, na Pilipino tayo, we persevere in any culture, right? A lot of opportunities in the United States, but we want to represent the Filipinos that we can perform in any platform.
Rich San Magpantay did not have difficulty adjusting to life in the U.S. Navy because of a large community of Filipinos in the organization.
I think it's easier because a lot of Filipinos are in the Navy. So of all the branches I would have selected, it would have been the Navy. Because everybody's here, you know, the Filipinos are strong in the Navy.
The USS Ronald Reagan is scheduled to pay the country a visit in the next few days. This will be the third time the mighty warship will drop anchor in the Philippines.
The visit of the Reagan is a symbol of the partnership and the alliance that we have with the Philippines.
China doesn't appreciate the presence of aircraft carrier in the sea near the Philippines. In an article published by the Chinese media, they say the presence of USS Ronald Reagan in the region encourages the Philippines in its activity in the West Philippine Sea. But the U.S. said,
I would just say that these visits are part of our alliance. They happen all the time at regular intervals, and other governments can read into it what they will, but we have an ironclad alliance with the Philippines, and we're very glad that we can have these kinds of visits.
The Philippines insists that it doesn't intend to create trouble against China, but it's a citizen's duty to protect one's rightful territory.
Itong lahat na ito, yung swarming, yung illegal activities nila doon, yung pagharang, ay plano ito ng China talaga na sakupin ang buong South China Sea na ating dapat tutulan. Maliwanag po, hindi tayo nakikipagdigmaan sa China. Pinoproteksyonan lang natin ang atin sa ilalim ng international law.
Leaders of the United States and Australia expressed support for the 2016 arbitral ruling in favor of the Philippines following the recent collision of Philippine and Chinese ships in the Ayungin Shoal. At the meeting of U.S. President Joe Biden and Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese in Washington, D.C., both countries opposed any dangerous action in the South China Sea, including the disruption of routine Philippine maritime operations in the Ayungin Shoal. Teodoro said that because of the incident, it is possible that more countries are interested in participating in joint patrols with the Philippines. The U.S. and Australia have earlier expressed interest in this activity. Bea Bernardo for The Nation.